Hello there, welcome back to another video, and in this video we are going to talk about k-means. So until now what we have used is we have created multiple supervised machine learning algorithms. But now today what we are going to do, we are going to take a look at k-means algorithm, and it is a unsupervised learning algorithm. Okay, so what is the difference? In this video I'm going to talk about like what is the difference between the supervised and the unsupervised machine learning algorithm. So let's talk about that a little bit. Okay, so as we have seen in our previous algorithms that we have created, what we had as a data, we had some x. So it was like this. Okay, we had x0, we had x1, we had x2, and our output was like that we also had this part, y part. We had some values here, and on the basis of this value we had some y value, that the output will be like this. So if we want to take a simple example, that then what we had is that, let's suppose we are taking the percentage or the marks data. So in this what we have is the number of hours that we studied. Okay, numbers of hours that we studied, and in this part we had the output, that is the number or the percentage of marks that we got. So it was like that. Okay, if we studied 10 hours, then we got let's suppose 79%. If we studied 20 hours, then we got 95%. So this was our output, and this was our input. But in k-means, in a unsupervised learning algorithm, we are not going to have this part. We will only have this part, or you can say that we will only have this part, and we have to like find out the meaning of this data and do some processing on this, so that we can have that output, and we cannot have this y here. We will not have this. We will only have the x part, not the y part. So this is what k-means algorithm is going to do, and it is going to be a non-supervised learning algorithm, as I said earlier. Okay, now if we talk about what is k-means or how k-means is going to do, let's suppose we have a map, we have a 2D map. Okay, so in this we only have this as, let's suppose, x0, and this as x1. So this is what we have now. What we can say that we do not have any y. Okay, so let's suppose we have some data here. This is the data of one class, let's suppose, and then we have some data here. So because we do not have any y, it means that we do not know whether they belong to different classes or they belong to same classes. But that is the main problem, that we have to figure out like how we can classify them, because we do not have any y. Up until now, every algorithm that we have used the value y to find out the classification, but in this part we have to do it without y. So in k-means, what we are going to do is we are going to find we are going to assign two random, let's say we are going to assign two random boxes, or just a second. Yeah, so we are going to assign two random points in the graph. Okay, and then what we are going to do, we are going to find the distance of every point. Let's suppose we are finding the distance of every point from this point. Okay, and what we are going to do is we are going to select all the points that is nearest to this point. Okay, and then what we are going to do is wait a second, let's suppose the second point is here, then this will be grouped with this. Why it is that? Because these all points are closer to this point and all of these points are closer to this point. So that's why they all of these points are assigned to this point right here, to this point, and all of these points are assigned to this point because it is closer to all of them. Now what we are going to do, we are going to change the position of this box now. And what is going to be the new position? Let me just rub this. So the new position is going to be the mean of all of these positions. So let's suppose we can suppose that our new position will be something like this. Okay, and similarly for this our new position will be something like this. So this is how we are going to do it. Now all of them belong to this class and all of these belong to this class. So this is how we are going to classify them using k-means, and this step can repeat like multiple times. So we will put it in a loop to get the output, so to get the correct output. And I know that it is not clear that why we are doing this particularly right now, but when we will write the code, you will understand that why we need to do this if we do not have any why. So guys, this was it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one in which we will write the code.